Special good morning to the listeners, the viewers. Welcome to today's edition of To The Point. It's Tuesday, the 21st day of July 2026. Let me say good morning to those of you via social media platforms. Good morning to you, Facebook page, YouTube channels. Hope everyone is having a lovely morning so far. No major issues has stopped your movements or so forth. And you're looking forward towards a great day today. I'm certainly looking forward towards a great day. Got up this morning feeling really good. Thank the Almighty for that, and certainly hope that particular feeling holds for the entire day. Let me say good morning to my guest this morning, and she did promise to return, and I like the folks to live up to their promises, you know. We have, of course, Miss Marcia France with us this morning. Teacher Lisa.
Yes, of course.
Teacher Lisa. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Welcome back. Good morning to you.
Good morning, JT. Good morning, and good morning to the viewers and listeners. A special good morning to St. Andrew Northwest. I am doing fine. Thank you.
Well, I'm certainly happy to hear that you're doing fine, and you're looking fine too. So they all complementing each other. The doing doesn't really, sometimes it don't always, the look doesn't always feel with the feeling, eh?
Certainly,
But sometimes when you can see that you're doing fine and you're looking fine, it all comes through together, all works all together.
All
right, let's get a conversation rolling up this morning. I want to focus a wee bit on the constituency this morning, just a wee bit, and I want to kick it off with the conversation of, you know, youth empowerment. You being still a past teacher, can I refer to as a past teacher, past educator, all of that coincides together. How will you address youth unemployment and create better recreational, you know, centers locally, especially within your constituency? Because, you know, sometimes the recreational part of young people seem to be stagnant for some reason or the other. Leads them to getting involved in situations or other issues that may not be suitable for them. What's your take on that, especially for youth development within your constituency?
Okay, so youth development for me, this is my passion.
Yeah.
And having been experienced or have had the experience as a teacher and an educator, youth mean a lot to me.
Okay.
And yes, throughout the constituency, St. Andrew Northwest, one of the things that I have been doing, in fact, I continue to do that at this moment, is that of engage the youth.
Yeah.
And the youth, most of them speak to that of unemployment. And you're right. They speak to that of unemployment. And not just unemployment, but opportunities where they can harness their potential. You know, in various skills. In fact, I've had an opportunity to speak to some of the young men in some of the communities. I recently had a meeting in Adelphi, and most of the youth, you would hear them speak of, they've got talents, they've got skills. They're looking for opportunities to explore those talents and skills. They are looking for opportunities where they can access and to build a capacity in those areas of talents and skills. And many of them, yes, they are not working, they're unemployed, but they have hopes and they have dreams and they're just looking for opportunities. Mind you, there are some youth who are employed, but gathering from them, it's like some of them still wish that they can become what they want to become.
Yes.
So they're working because this is what is available at the time. I was really impressed when one of the young men told me that they have a keen interest in baking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what do you do? How do you intend, you know, to progress in such field, and what are you doing at this moment? And he said to me, my mother did that, I assist her.
Yeah.
And so they would produce, they would bake, they would make all sorts of pastries, and they would sell within the community. I said to him, this is a great start, and I'm happy for that. But he's looking for more because most of the time is spent idle.
Okay.
So he's looking for more opportunities. So we spoke about those opportunities and how it can be made accessible. And he's hoping too.
Okay.
You know, he's hoping, and many of them, they're looking for opportunities. And not just opportunities, they're looking for someone to speak to them. They're looking to share the experience and what they're feeling with someone. And I thought that opportunity was one that they really, really, accepted well because they were free. And people like that, we have to look for opportunities. But for this particular young man whom I've spoken to, they want to be able to access finances to start small business.
What have you gathered by these conversations, especially with young people? Because it always seems to be a concern for me when you see them just hanging around. And you know for yourself, and you just mentioned it, they have the potential to do better for themselves. And a key word you keep mentioning is the opportunity. They're looking for that opportunity. What have you gathered more that is lacking, from a governmental point of view, in terms of letting these young individuals get those opportunities that they want and not what is just given to them?
Yeah, and I would piggyback on what once happened, and I believe it is a good thing. I'm not just going back because it is for going back's sake. I am going back to the point of the e-money and those programs, because those programs facilitated those young people. It gave them opportunities to explore and to become and to understand, to be trained in certain soft skills and skills that would allow them to be able to progress well as they go forward. But what I'm gathering from them is that these people need opportunities where they can explore their talents, explore their skills, and they're looking for opportunity that can not only explore but help them to harness those opportunities. And not just that, they are looking for those opportunities, not far-fetched. They're looking for the opportunities right within the community. And community development is one of the things that they are clamoring for. And these are some of the things that I believe that should be a part of community development, and not just that, but helping the youth and providing opportunities.
You mentioned the word community, and it leads me to ask you another question. How do you plan, to keep the community, of course, actively involved, especially in decision making, if elected?
Oh yes, community development is my passion as well, and as I said before, and I would say again, that there would be no growth if there is no community. And if there is community without strong families, actually there would be minimal growth. So we have to concentrate on all of this. When we talk about community, we have to talk about all that encompass community. And some of the things that I would be engaging in fact, we have had some discussions in certain communities on, is establishing various groups, and not just groups that are of interest to the people. Groups where we can have the voices of the people be heard. And people should be given that opportunity. And this is what really and truly we would want as we go forward. Give them an opportunity so they can lead. Give them an opportunity so they can feel a sense of belongingness. Give them an opportunity where we believe that they can interact with people and they can be given the sort of mentorship that they're so desirous of, because our youth, they have a lot of challenges and they're looking forward to mentorship. They're looking forward to that role model. They're looking for, so we give them, this is my plan, to provide that sort of opportunity, not just for group, but to give them an opportunity where they can excel, where they can utilize their skills and talents, where they can help all the community members as well. It would be an applaudable thing to have our young people being able to help all the seniors and the sick people. These are opportunities that are teachable for life, and they teach you, life stories and how you can live. Because when you see a young person being able to see what happens, let's say, for example, in the hospital or with a senior alien, how does that make them feel? It gives them that indirect experience as to what can possibly happen to them as a result. So probably they can go back and, treat with people differently, and the way in which they would have treated probably seniors, maybe do it differently, because realizing that they too would have to walk that path. So I want to give them those opportunities where they can do just that and even more. I want them to be able to lead, take leadership. I want them to be a part of the discussion. I want to hear from them. and I want them to be a part of the solutions. So we are going to establish groups that would allow for those other things, and to build the capacity of our people, not just the youth, but everybody alike within the community, so all the communities can thrive, even the business sector.
You know, community involvement in this day and age, as some folks would say, is getting them involved will be a challenge. And I'm assuming you have figured that out already. It's a challenge where that close-knit family that we used to have before is no longer, or that in existence to a point. You understand? Especially with the range of technology and stuff like that, one may decide, well, before I go and sit down and talk on the block or go to a community meeting, but I stay home on my computer. You understand? So the challenges, how do you plan to get folks to come out and be part of those community groupings and let their voices be heard in terms of the overall development of your particular constituency?
That's a good question, JT. Because the thing about it, understanding the youth of today, I would not sit, and I have not been sitting and waiting for them to meet me at a particular venue. I meet them wherever is a preference. So by the shop, on the playing field, under the mango tree, wherever it is. So it's many times we do not have our youth gravitating to those formal meetings because it is a formal meeting I must attend. They want you to meet them. And so if they wish to meet at a particular place, cool. Whatever it is, we are going to do that together. So what I've been doing, meeting them in the yard, meeting them under the mango tree, meeting them on the playing field. If they sit on the river, so if I have to go to the river, I would go there to meet them as well. It's not about the place, but it's a message and what you want from them and where you can access it.
All right.
And I believe in this.
Teacher Lisa, we're due for a break. Let's take it. When we come back, we continue the conversation. Stay with us, folks. To the Point, Classic Radio, GBN TV. We'll be right back after the break. Don't touch it down.
GBN presents Spice Up the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona. 3 exciting Wednesdays of electrifying soca action. It kicks off with the quarterfinal Wednesday, July the 22nd from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The semifinals Wednesday, July the 29th from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The grand finals on Wednesday, August the 5th from 4 to 8 p.m. where champions are born and legends rise. Powered by Flow, Huggins, Answer Coatings, Glen Natural Spring Water, Grenada Distillers, Tropical Catering Services, Ride Girl, Sandals Grenada, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, National Lotteries Authority, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and SP's International Trading, with support from Spice Mass Corporation, Grenada Film Company, and Jambalassi Grenada. 3 Wednesdays, 1 stage, 1 vibes. Don't miss GBN Spice Up the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona.
What happens when you add groovy, power soca, and calypso all in one weekend? We get Sammy's Weekend. The most amazing part of the Spice Mass build-up comes to Progress Park St. Andrew, a trio of competitive shows. Thursday, July 23rd from 8 p.m. The Brian Griffith Groovy semifinals. Friday, July 24th, also at 8 p.m. Dr. Trevor Friday Power Soca semifinals. And on Sunday, July 26th, the Melody Papitet Calypso semifinals. 5 p.m. sharp. Come out and support the artists as they each give 100% to secure a place in the finals. 3 crowns at stake, 3 nights facing the judges, and 3 nights of thrilling the audience. Sammy's Weekend, July 23rd, 24th, and Sunday the 26th. Progress Park.
Come experience the spirit, strength, and beauty of Carriacou. Join us for the Carriacou Regatta Festival 2026, happening July 31st to August 2nd. Feel the excitement of thrilling boat races across our crystal clear water. Enjoy vibrant onshore activity, music, food, and pure vibe. This is more than a festival. It's resilience, culture, and unforgettable memories, all in one place. So, gather your crew, bring your energy, and come.
Welcome back to our listeners. Welcome back, viewers, once again. Teacher Lisa, welcome back once again.
Thank you.
I want to switch the conversation just a wee bit this morning. How do you see your candidacy, of course, contributing to the modernization and the future of the NMP?
All right. So my leadership style, my way of leading the constituency is that of engaging and inclusivity, including everyone. As a matter of fact, presently what I do is to walk through the various communities, engage the people. And for me, I engage everyone possible. I do not miss a home. I knock on every door, and I listen to everyone. Even if I'm hinted that this house does not really support you, I gladly, visit. I speak to the people. They listen. And the thing about it, I must share this experience. One told me that, hey, I'm an NDC, And I'm like, I'm okay. I'm a yellow, I say, that's okay. I say, I am not here for the colors. I'm here to exchange that conversation. I'm here to serve everyone, regardless of your color, creed, or kind. I am not interested in the color. For now, I would like you to switch on to me, to me. But I respect your views as well. But I made sure I let them know that it is not about color for me. It is about service. And this sort of mentality is about service for all. Yeah. And it is not about just about politics. It is about progress. It is more of progress for me, and in order for progress to take place, we need to include everyone. And as a matter of fact, this is what my mantra is, and it has always been. It's about service unto people, regardless of whoever you are, where you come from, it does not matter. So me entering and as a candidate, this is what I use. I see people and not politics. I share with people my views, where I intend to go. I exchange with them. They listen, and that is a good thing. They have been receptive in that manner. They listen. And once you can get someone to listen, that means they can be thinking. They will be thinking. And they will be thinking about what you've exchanged with them, what they heard, because they ask questions too, All right. And because of that style, I believe this is something that is needed at this moment. And it has been a need for a while for people to serve people and not a political party, nor the colors. Because at the end of the day, it is service unto the people.
Tell me this also. Which existing New National Party policy do you think will benefit your constituency the most?
Most definitely. Some of the policies would be that of, 1, the senior citizens, of course. Yeah. 2, the youth empowerment, most definitely. And another policy that we embark upon strongly is that of agriculture. These 3 things are significant to the constituency of St. Andrew Northwest. Okay. I would tell you this. In St. Andrew Northwest, we have, as I said earlier, we have quite a number of youth. And they would benefit much from mentorship. They would benefit much from training entrepreneurial skills, given the opportunity to really create opportunities, being an entrepreneur, supporting them financially, providing them with the education and the literacies that are necessary for them to perform. This is one of the things that the New National Party is known for. And this would most definitely, the recurrence of this would most definitely help my constituency. And secondly, the seniors. The New National Party has always been passionate about the seniors, and I am too, having had my experience with my grandparents growing up and even serving the seniors within the community. Now, these people are deserving of what we call dignity. They should age in dignity. And when I say in dignity, I'm saying that this person should be given opportunities where they can get the fundamentals of life easily accessible at little or no cost. Even the social, financial support that is given, it shouldn't be given to some. All of these persons are deserving of it. And another thing that comes with the seniors, it might be added to the package, but is that allowing them to be given recreation? These are some of the things we have to be thinking for our seniors. Recreational purposes, giving them an opportunity to recreate, giving them an opportunity to interact socially. You know, these are some of the things that would benefit our seniors. There are many of them who are in homes, who are shut in. What a moment it would be for them to have someone escort them out of the house, to be in a particular place where they can be entertained by nice mood music, the exchange, see what is happening outside. Some people have not seen that in a long time. And thirdly, that of agriculture. My constituency is really and truly dependent, in most cases, agriculture. It's rural, and we don't always get the sort of opportunities that we deserve. But we have quite a number of farmers, and we have a lot of young farmers who have interest in agriculture. I've seen them, I've met them. So we have to focus on this area where we can focus and provide some form of subsidy to these people, to the production, because as a matter of fact, I spoke to a farmer recently in Birch Grove, and he said to me, we have a problem. I'm a farmer. All I depend on is my little land, but here is the cost of fertilizer and stuff. And I'm like, he said it's hard sometimes what you get from the land can't even, you know. So he's really clamoring and asking for those sort of assistance, you know. And if we can provide that to the young people, and not just that, you know, education. Education in agriculture is necessary. The technology in agriculture, this is necessary. We have farmers, not just that, we have farmers. I've seen young farmers who go on and labor for days, and they work on the produce they don't know how to sell. They need that sort of business experience. So training in those sort of area, marketing, business. Some of them know how to work the land. They don't know how to cause for them to maximize profitability from their produce. And these are some of the things that I believe would work well. It would go well for St. Andrew Northwest, with so many young youth, you know, wanting to be a part of, you know, agriculture, but they just need some form of direction, you know, as to how they can better do that.
Oh, great. Happy to hear that. I have a question for you. And it has to go with voters' trust and everything now. We know what we say, the season that we into right now. We know it's carnival, but we know what the season we are into now. Tell me, why should voters choose you over, you know, the competing or pre-candidate or the rival party representative? Why should a voter choose Teacher Lisa? Let me know.
I am happy for this question because, you know, JT, you know, as I engage...
And it's always GT, yeah?
GT. Say GT. GT. Thank you for the correction. You know, traveling throughout the various communities, I have been bombarded with this question, a question similar to this. Teacher Lisa, Miss, we hearing what you're saying, but how do we trust, you know, how do we trust that you would not do the same? Now, these are the experiences. I could only speak of what they said, and you have asked the question. The thing about it is, I say to them that what has happened has happened. Teacher Lisa stands on her principle. She has made the decision to serve you. She has made the decision to commit herself to you. And this is just what she's going to do. All right? She has pledged her loyalty to the people of St. Andrew Northwest, and I want them to know that Teacher Lisa Marcia Francis pledges her loyalty and commitment to you, the people of St. Andrew Northwest. Have no fear, because Teacher Lisa would be there with you throughout. And not just that, many persons who know me, they know my background, they know who I am. Yeah. They can trust what I have done because they have seen it. I've walked along with them. And for those who have not seen it, I could only, because trust is a consistency, right? You have to be consistent in your actions for people to trust you. But I say to people that, hey, Teacher Lisa is the candidate that would make things happen for you. She would stand with you regardless of the situation, in spite of anything else. Teacher Lisa stands with you. She commits herself to you. And Teacher Lisa is the best candidate because this is a candidate that you can depend on. And you know for sure her loyalty is pledged.
All right, great. And I certainly hope you, of course, folks from your constituencies who are looking on, certainly will absorb what you said this morning. I do have another question along the line. You know, there's always those upcoming obstacles that we will see from time to time, especially as a political candidate. What do you see as the biggest roadblock to the development of your constituency? I guess you have seen it from a bigger picture now. Know that you're on the ground. Things that you may not have paid attention to before. You've seen that now. And if for some reasons you are not given an opportunity to be the representative of that particular constituency that you are, what will you do to bypass those obstacles or roadblocks, we'll say?
Okay, so some of the roadblocks I would refer to is that of my ability to really provide this sort of help that is necessary.
Okay.
Because I'm not in a situation where I can access resources. Now, visiting the people.
That's why I said if the opportunity provides itself, you become the candidate.
That's right.
Not the candidate, but the representative for the constituency. There's always roadblocks. We hear from time to time there's roadblocks. Why this can happen, the bureaucracy that's involved and so forth. You know, how would you bypass those if it's so comes to you in your way?
All right. Given the opportunity to serve at that level, definitely we would have some budgetary allocations for people. And there are some needs that must be given priority. All right, based on what I've experienced and I'm experiencing now. There would be some budgetary allowance. And not just budgetary allowance, we would have to empower. My thing, to get past certain things, we wouldn't always have the finances and the resources. So my thing is about empowering, building the capacity of persons so they can get to a point without having to depend too much on government and resources. Because empowerment is what would take them further and give them the opportunity where they can just build their capacity. And so they would be able to help themselves, help their families better, and even help others within the community. And one of the things that I believe that we need to do is to focus a lot on entrepreneurial skills. These are some of the things, once people are given that opportunity, they no longer would be wanting to seek employment much, but they would be creating employment for themselves as well as for others. And some of the roadblocks that I said that I experienced is that of the need of some people. So, for example, as I walk through the community of Byron in particular, I mentioned that slightly before. There is this family that are desperately in need. I met this family and I saw the need. I went back to visit them and to bring some tidings for them on Father's Day. And I saw the situation, a situation where they need help. This family is getting, as far as I learned, they're on the seed program. But they need this, the finances that they get in. They cannot really use it as they would wish. Their needs way surpass this. And the thing about it, I went out soliciting some help for them. And we had quite a number of persons, pledging their support. In fact, some people have been purchasing, materials and so for, repairs and assistance. But it's not just the repairs and the assistance, after which they still need that sort of help to take them to and from hospital. And at this juncture, I wish to even, suggest that, even as I make, the effort to help, and as others, because there are other political parties like DPM who have been, because I heard lately that they came with workers to help. There are materials there to help them build. I allocated some of the galvanized and so forth. They came with materials and the building. I just want to use this opportunity to really, solicit the help, see if we can, get them into a home later on or something of the sort. If we can really, what we're giving them under the seed program, if we can keep that and just ensure that they get to be looked after, because even after the house is refurbished, they would definitely, need some help. And so I am saying that persons who are able to help, we ask persons, and persons generated some of these resources for them. So there are persons who are willing to help, and this is something else. We can tap into the resourcefulness. When we develop our communities, the business sectors, once they trust you, the business sectors and all these people would be willing to throw something inside to probably help the persons within the community. And they did, and so I need to applaud them for that. So these are some of the things that I believe I can do. Build that sort of relationship with the community, with every different stakeholder. Let them be a part of this, and wherever they can help, let them provide those sort of help needed so it can cushion some of the effects that some of the people. And as I said, we would provide for them opportunities to build entrepreneurial skills so they would not just be dependent, but they would create opportunities and not just seek job opportunities, but create for others as well.
All right, great. Hey, folks, we drew for a break. Let's take it. We're coming back with much more. We have, of course, Marcia Francis with us this morning, Teacher Lisa here on today's edition of To The Point with Opposition Wednesday. We'll be right back after the break. Don't touch your dial. Stay with us, folks.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every Fed advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Life doesn't stand still. It moves. It grows. It asks you to believe in what's next. Your first car. Owning your home. The business you build. The future you choose to invest in. Life moves in steps. When you're ready to take the next one, we're here to help you move forward with banking solutions designed for life. From vehicle financing and mortgages to education savings, credit solutions, and support for your growing business. Republic Bank, ready for life, every step.
GBN presents Spice Up the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona. Free, exciting Wednesdays of electrifying soca action. It kicks off with the quarterfinals Wednesday, July the 22nd from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The semifinals Wednesday, July the 29th from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The grand finals on Wednesday, August the 5th from 4 to 8 p.m. where champions are born and legends rise. Powered by Flow, Huggins, Answer Coatings, Glen Natural Spring Water, Grenada Distillers, Tropical Catering Services, Ride Go, Sandals Grenada, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, National Lotteries Authority, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and SP's International Trading, with support from Spice Mass Corporation, Grenada Film Company, and Jambalassi Grenada. 3 Wednesdays, 1 stage, 1 vibes. Don't miss GBN Spice Up the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back to our viewers also. It's To The Point here on the Classic Radio GBN TV. I'm your host, GT. And with us this morning, of course, we have Teacher Francis, Teacher Lisa, of course, representing the New National Party this morning. Teacher Lisa, welcome back. I have of course, a couple of questions I want to ask before we do engage with our listeners and viewers this morning. Now, this particular question, I want to get how you align with this one. How do your personal values, being a teacher and yourself as an individual, align with the core philosophy of the new National Party? Talk to me about that.
Okay, so I believe in love. This is fundamental.
Yes.
I believe that love is one of the things that you must possess, and you must just naturally love, regardless. I believe in serving and service to the people, as I said, regardless. This is what I believe in: serving the people, not knowing where they come from, but just they need the help, and you provide that service. I believe that the seniors, as I say, I believe in the seniors, and I believe that these people deserve to be taken care of.
Yeah.
These are some of my principles and values. I value honesty and listening to people. So even if someone would share something, I believe in just listening. Once they share an honest remark or whatever, I believe in listening, so I get to listen to those sort of things. I believe also in building the human resource. This is one of the things that I believe in. I was brought up to grow myself from, one stage to another. And so I value a lot of building the capacity of others. And these are some of the things that is well in alignment with the New National Party. The New National Party sets out to build upon the capacity of the various individuals, the human resources of the people, making them the best that they possibly can, and providing them with those sort of opportunities. I believe in this, and it is in proper alignment with the New National Party. I believe, as I said, in service regardless of who you are, where you're from, where you come from. And the New National Party allows you to. So even if I am aligned with the New National Party, it does not deter me from serving persons of different political affiliation. It does not deter me from, engaging with people from on the other side either. Because I, for one, I believe in people, and this is what I see.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of friends who are on the different sides. And if I see them today, we would still continue to be hugging, exchanging those positive and respecting their views as well. Okay. And this is in alignment because it allows you to. I believe in unifying people and, uniting. And this is one of the values that is deeply measured by the New National Party, to create opportunities where people can unite. I believe in, as I said earlier as well, I believe in involving people, inclusivity. I believe in this. And I believe, and I know that with the New National Party, when they would have to progress going forward, they would be uniting people, regardless of whichever strata you come from or wherever you come from. It is about growth and development. So these are some of the principles that I believe in. Being able to be free to serve everyone, regardless of who you are. This is one of the principles. Being able to include persons from whichever rank or place or affiliation. This is another of the principles of the New National Party as well. Love is something, I must say love because with Lisa is love. It's just mutual, natural love, for the people. And I cannot care who you are, but this is what I give, this is what I offer. And the New National Party allows for that as well. Okay. So I am able to live my values, and I think it's because of my philosophical ideas and ideals, it is in alignment with the New National Party. And this is why I have chosen the New National Party as well. You understand? It wouldn't be a situation where we have to be serving some and not the other. And you would never hear this come from my mouth, or I cannot pledge for others, but I have not heard it from others' mouth. We pledge unity. We pledge service unto people. You don't have to belong to be able to serve.
Oh, great.
And this is some of the values that I have grown, and this is what I believe in. And these are some of the things that are harnessed by the New National Party.
I want to talk a wee bit about the transition you're making right now. This is a particular transition from what your personal life used to be before. How has your background prepared you for the intense world of, especially in representative, politics as it stands right now?
I have an educational background, and this is where it came from, leadership, as a matter of fact. And leadership didn't just start in the school, it started from home, because I first had a home. You have to develop leadership skills in order to bring your children and the family up the way you're supposed to. And then it was developed as a teacher, leadership. Leadership is about the people, and I have been engaging with people for years in the community, within my home, within various schools, within different parishes. I engage with people, and it's about the people. The focus must be people-centered, and this is where my background came, focusing on people's needs. And so this is what I take with me into politics.
Yes.
And that will take me into governance. It is first about the people and none other. It is first about the people. And making people priority has been my lifetime. And so entering politics and entering governance and representation, it is about the people. And it's the people I'm going to serve. The only thing is that it becomes more. Right now, it is more demanding, but rewarding. It is humbling as well, but it is inspiring as well. And I believe that I've had the best background that would usher me into this. It is about leadership. And leadership is not just holding the position, but it's how many persons, your stakeholders' lives you can impact, and how you can make it better, and how you can help them to become the best version of themselves, and so there can be maximum output. And it is the same thing that is going to be happening. You have to know your people. You have to be able to tap into the resourcefulness of your people. You have to be able to build their capacity so that they can become the best, and so they can give off the best, providing comfortable situations for them to operate in. These are things that I live a lifetime of, and this is exactly what is needing. Patience, ability to listen. These are some of the things.
All right, great. Certainly happy to hear that. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number for those of you those of you listeners and viewers out there who would like to call in and ask a question or two to, of course, Teacher Lisa this morning. 435-2041. We do have our first caller. Caller live. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Telesford. Greetings to your guest. I must indeed say I did not get the full name of your guest. Can you?
Her name is Marcia Francis.
Marcia
also known
Francis.
as, could be called.
No, I'm not concerned about the nicknames and other cliches, Very interesting conversation. I must indeed say the young lady sounds pretty fluent in her expression and so on. But there are a couple of things that are coming back to me, deja vu again. We've heard this already over the years, and she also said it. The people do not trust politicians, and for the same reason, but over the years they've been coming and saying one thing, and then when they get into office, they do not do what they say. But there's something other significant before I ask my question that she mentioned, and this really has befuddled me. And I reckon it will continue to for a long time. Listen to, she said, I see and believe in people and not politics. No, end of quote. Pay attention, sister. The word politics from the Greek origin police, P-O-L-I-S, yes, police, that's how it sounds in Greek. means the business and affairs of the people. How then can you believe in the people and not in the business of the people? That befuddles me. I wish you'd consider it once again. But I can go on, but I want to ask a powerful question. The word philosophical is a very powerful word. And love and the urge to serve are not profound philosophical beliefs. It seems to me that's where you directed. But can you give me one or two of your real sound philosophical beliefs that you propose to sell to the people one day when you become a candidate and probably elected in the legislature of this country, the lawmaking? You haven't mentioned one word about your your legislative agenda. What direction do you propose for this country, sister? We'd like to hear that. These are the things we want to hear. Thank you very much for what is worth. Okay, Mr. Telesford, sir?
Same to you, sir. Have a good one. Respond to
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And yes, I must correct when I say it's not politics. I was basically referring to what we call the dirty politics. I know what politics is about. It's about the politics where we do whatever it takes, regardless, even if it does not mean that it's going to help. The end product would not help the people at the end of the day. And this is where I had to correct myself. Thank you very much. My philosophy and my philosophical ideals, as I said, it's about service unto the people. The people matter. The people, it's all about people. And you rightly said, there is no politics without the people. It is about service and service to the people, and this is fundamental. Acknowledging who are the people, what are their needs, how we can make their lives better, how we can contribute towards improving their lives. And this is what my philosophy is about, improving people's lives, leading to a point where people's lives are improved and become better. And this is basically what it is. Politics is about people, you rightly said that. And my philosophy is about serving the people and none other, understanding the people and who they are, creating policies that would benefit our people, generally benefit our people. It's about the people and helping the people to become the best that they possibly can.
Okay.
Thank you.
We do have another caller. Caller, you're live. Caller via WhatsApp. Let's hear from you. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, GT.
Good morning to you.
And good morning to Teacher Lisa.
Good morning.
Teacher Lisa, you keep 1 hour saying about people and people. If I was a judge, I'd degrade you, you know, because you spend so many time talking on one thing. However, Teacher Lisa, would you be honest enough to say, you mentioned a lot about the youths and they need the activities and empowerment. Is your party compared to what this administration is doing today? Like providing for the youths. The only thing your party done for the youths of Grenada over 20 years is to degrade the youths and keep them in poverty by keeping them in the Imani, grandmother, great grand, and so on. Have you considered those things? Teacher Lisa, were you living in Grenada for the past 20 years? Teacher Lisa, sensing Ivan, you're talking about agriculture. Maybe he was out of Grenada. Look at the step that agriculture is walking today. I would have been accepted if you said they're doing, but they're not doing enough. I would accept that. But saying that you're going to do, and you know definitely, Teacher Lisa, you can't do it, cannot happen. Teacher Lisa, before you come to politics, do you have a group of young people that you was empowering for over 30 years? Teacher Lisa, stop bringing down yourself and fooling the people. This thing bothers me. Look at your leader went over abroad. and say
Caller, would you just get to your substantive point and let us move on, please?
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you so much. You want to respond to anything the caller said?
Oh, certainly. Thank you, my dear lady. And I respect her views. The thing about it, miss, I wish you can walk through the communities with me to hear the youth and to see the youth and to see what is there for the youth. I appreciate, your knowledge, but the knowledge that I gain is that if you walk through the constituency of St. Andrew Northwest, Parklet, Lafayette, Byland, Mountain, Beauregard, you would realize that there is absolutely no program, none whatsoever for the youth. No community developmental program, except for, if we would call, the roads, and that is being refurbished in some places. But when we talk about development, we're speaking about building the mental capacity of our people. There could be no other transformation in development until we have such. And this is about the human resource. This is why I speak a lot about that. Because we can have the roads and we can have everything else. And if we do not have the mindset as to how to treat with the roads and what we can do, then we have nothing. We need to create that sort of balance. And you speak about agriculture, and I was not there. I have been here for years, and yes, I have had groups. If you were listening, you would have heard me say that I have had groups for years within the school system, in the community, and extra curricular activities. I've had groups, I've led groups, and I have built the capacity of groups. So I accept your knowledge, but your knowledge seems to be a little bit, far-fetched for me, because I have been here all the time, my dear. I have been serving the people all the time. I know about agriculture, and we're not talking about nothing is happening. What we're saying is that we're going to build the capacity. This is what has been said, building the capacity of the people, making it better, making their lives better. This is what it is about.
Okay. We do have another caller. Caller via WhatsApp. You're live. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning to you, Gigi, and
morning.
Teacher Lisa. Well, I'm calling her Teacher Lisa, but I don't know her, but it seems that is a nice little loving name. Yes? I would like to ask her, there is a property on Lucas Street in St. George's there, which at one time housed something called an almshouse, ALMS, which was given to us by the colonial government. However, it was given to us to be an almshouse forever for women of, let's say, working middle-class women who have come to straitened conditions. Let's say you're the wife of a principal, and the principal died, and you had a big mortgage, so the bank sold the house, but you would not be put into what we used to call the poorhouse. You'll be put there, and the British government used to fund it before we became an independent country. So after that, they expected us to fund it, but we left it to go right down to ruins, and there is nothing there on the plot of land. I am asking you, if you should get in power as a woman, would you take a look at that? Yes, the deed even has who should make up the board to look after it and everything. As a woman, because we seem to have now, the men are overpowered in politics, and I'm glad for that. So I'm asking you if you think you will look into that for us. Thank you.
Thank you,
caller. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, caller. And I do appreciate that. And these are the things that we're saying that we need, because you alone cannot see everything. And I like this. This is something that is brought to the fore, and most definitely, once it is an opportunity where we can build the capacity of women, of men, whoever it is, you spoke specific to women, I'll be glad to do such. And incorporate and include many in the decision as we go forward in building, utilizing that facility and recreating it for the purpose for which it was set. Thank you very much, caller.
All right. Teacher Lisa, we get to that stage of the morning where we're going to have to take a wrap What is that the definitive message would you like to, of course, send out to our listeners and viewers this morning?
Thank you very much, JT, and thank you for the opportunity to be engaged with you this morning. And to us all, I say to us that let us all unite as one body. Let us all unite as one body in taking Grenada to that better place. And let us just make our valuable contribution towards growth and development. Let us focus on this rather than focusing on belittling and bringing down. Because what we really need, and not just me, but even the incumbent, what they need is positive suggestions for growth and development. And let us continue to make those sort of contributions towards the growth and development of Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. We can do this together. Let us work together, put our differences aside, and let us just share and blossom into what we believe can yield to productivity for our people. And I must say again, JT, that the new National Party is destined to serve its people with integrity, to serve its people with accountability, to be able to serve everyone regardless of who they are. We believe in inclusivity, uniting the people and, including everyone to be a part of this equation. And it is the best party, I would say to you, for growth and development. And with the new National Party, we are assured of betterment, not just for the communities, but for families, for communities, for Grenada. It is the best. And I ask you to just give us some listening ear some more and just share in how building our plans and projections for the future as we champion that cause together. At the end of the day, we are all in this, and we belong to Grenada, and we should be served regardless of who we are. Thank you very much.
Teacher Lisa, I want to thank you once again, and I certainly hope you'll have a great day, what's left of it, and happy to have you with us this morning, and certainly have you back again. I know you will be coming back again. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you very much.
Hey, folks, that's how we're going to wrap today's edition Up to the Point. I want to thank everyone who contributed to today's program. Have a good one, folks. That's where we say goodbye.
GBN presents Spice Up the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona. Free, exciting Wednesdays of electrifying soca action. It kicks off with the quarterfinals Wednesday, July the 22nd from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The semifinals Wednesday, July the 29th from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The grand finals on Wednesday, August the 5th from 4 to 8 p.m. where champions are born and legends rise. Powered by Flow, Huggins, Answer Coatings, Glen Natural Spring Water, Grenada Distillers, Tropical Catering Services, Ride Go, Sandals Grenada, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, National Lotteries Authority, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and SP's International Trading, with support from Spice Mass Corporation, Grenada Film Company, and Jambalassi Grenada. 3 Wednesdays, one stage, one vibes. Don't miss GBN Spice Up the